to a doctor. I think probably many of us have taken our kids to doctors already to have COVID tests. I have. I traveled out of the country this year, and my older son and I have submitted ourselves to, I think we're between 10 tests between us. And I had to give permission for my child to be tested, whether it's at the doctor's office or at school. So I just want to, like Madam President stated, I want to be very clear that parents are aware that the school district is not going to be taking kids and snatching them out of class and testing without permission. You know, there's a lot of conspiracies roaming around in our community. And I just want parents to rest assured that the Ocean View School District, that we believe in your rights, and we want you to know that we respect you and your children, because when they're on our campuses, they're our children because of in parentis loco. You know, the Ed Code states that when kids are on school campuses, teachers and all certificated staff are considered local guardians of your children, and we want to do everything we can to safeguard their being and their health and safety. I do want to make a comment in regards to mask protocols, because I've been hearing a lot of upset in the community recently here in Southern California, around the nation as well, about mask choice. I don't even know what that term means, in the sense that there's no choice in the state of California. It is a mandate. It's a legal mandate for kids to be masked. Mask protocols are part of the legal mandate from the California Department of Public Health through the governor's office. And masks are required while indoors on school campuses. Outdoors, they're not. They're optional. So kids can take their masks off when they're playing at recess or at PE, of course, when they eat lunch. Now, with these mandates, board members, like my colleagues and I here, we have the legal responsibility to enforce these public health orders. If we don't, we risk being charged, prosecuted, fined, and/or jailed for refusing to enforce public health orders in an emergency like a pandemic or any other public health emergency. I take that very seriously, not only because of the risk of violating the law, but also because I believe in wearing masks. I'm wearing two right now. I'm wearing a medical mask and I'm wearing a face covering over it. And I can tell you that I feel much safer while I'm indoors anywhere with a mask on. And I know that our children will be safer in our classrooms here in the Ocean View School District with their masks on. Recall, the Ocean View School District is a pre-K to 8th grade district. The majority of our students are not eligible for COVID-19 vaccination. And even if they were, some families would choose not to vaccinate their children. And so those kids that are eligible for vaccination would be 6th graders if they've turned 12 already, 7th graders, and 8th graders. All the rest of our children are susceptible to catching COVID and have no protection at all. Now, we know the vaccines, especially the Pfizer vaccine, has been authorized. And now it has been made to be fully approved, while Moderna and Johnson & Johnson have not. But Pfizer is the one that can be taken for people 12 and above. So obviously, it is a choice of your family to vaccinate your children or not. There is no mandate in the state of California to vaccinate your children against COVID-19. I don't foresee there being a mandate for that. And I want to make this very clear. The Ocean View School District has no intention to vaccinate your children at school or anywhere else. I've also heard rumors as such. And in fact, misrepresentation about the Ocean View School District that's been circulating in the community. For instance, last weekend, there was a COVID vaccine clinic at the Oakview community in the gym that was merely hosted by the Ocean View School District in the gym so that local community members from around Huntington Beach and neighboring cities could come and get their vaccines. It was for adults. Moderna was offered, Johnson & Johnson and the Pfizer vaccines. There were no children there getting vaccines. I was there for a majority of the clinic, and I know that Madam President also was there for quite a while at the beginning. She was there for over an hour, just like I was. In the 2.5 hours that we were there and that we observed, we did not observe any children getting vaccines because the clinic wasn't for children. It was not sponsored by the Ocean View School District. It was merely allowed to occur there from some community partners. I support those community partners in helping to vaccinate the adults in our community. And within the first hour of the clinic being open, there were 37 folks vaccinated. That's astonishing and astounding and stupendous. And later, I heard there were close to 200 people that had been vaccinated. So bravo, thank you to all that were involved. And again, just to let you know, it was something that was hosted by the district, allowed by the district, but wasn't something that was for our students. I want to make it very clear. The Ocean View School District does not vaccinate children. We have no intention to. We are not allowed to. We will not be doing that. And I'll close by saying that sometimes people ask me my own personal opinion on vaccination. I want to say that I am fully vaccinated. I took 2 Moderna shots. I did that back in March and April of this year because it was offered to us by the governor as teachers. I happen to be a teacher in my day job. And I wanted to make sure that I protected myself and also would protect my students for when I was going back in person to teaching, because I teach 6th graders. I'm back in person this year, and all of my 6th graders that I currently have are not vaccinated because they're only 11 years old. And however, throughout the year, they will turn 12. And last year, my students who had turned 12 throughout the school year, over 3/4 of them ended up getting vaccinated. Their parents felt strongly about that. And now those kids are 7th graders and they're back in person in school. Again, it's a personal choice. It's a family choice. I know plenty of kids that are eligible to get vaccinated and they aren't. I don't think we should pass judgment on anyone, whether they decide to get vaccinated or not, if they're a minor. But I think as adults, we should really think about the fact that we have the ability to literally take one for the team, and I mean team humanity. We have the ability to get vaccinated, and I think that we probably should so that we can get the pandemic under control. Madam President, I'll yield the rest of my time.